so desperate that they've dredged a relic into the fray. The Phalanx has arrived in the region.
Threat analysis.
It is both command center and battleship, and far larger than anything else at humanity's command. We should make its destruction a priority.
Understood.
Sphere. Re-terror unseen. How may I serve? What is your command? Re-serve. On the march. I serve your glory. I am the sphere. Energy weapons array. I serve the glory. Race on. Relocating. Inferior vessel sighted. What is your command? Drop point anchors. Inferior vessel sighted. Reaching gate velocity. How may I serve? Inevitable. I am the sphere. Inferior vessel sighted. Race on. What is your command? I serve the glory. I am the sphere. As you command. Moving. How can I serve? Reserve. Drop void anchors. Initialize most power. Drop void anchors. There will be no escape. What is your command? Five blocks. I serve the glory. Count forward. As you command. Boarding successful. Frame ones of fishing. I am the sphere. Race of. Energy weapons array. What is your command? I am the sphere. How can I? Energy weapons array. Moving. I serve your glory. How can I serve? Race on. Inevitable. Engaging battery. Relocating. I'm the sphere. What is your command? Race on. I am the sphere. I serve glory. Inferior vessel sighted. How can I serve? Inferior vessel sighted. What is your command? I am the sphere. Adopting defensive protocols. I serve your glory. I am the sphere. Yes, my liege. We serve. We are death. How may I serve? Impossible. Cannot comply. What is your command? I serve your glory. How may I serve? We serve. I am the sphere. Enemy vessel suffering damage. Inferior vessel sighted. Internal damage measured. What is your command? How can I serve? I serve your glory. I serve. Shroud strike complete. Critical damage laid. On the march. I serve your glory. Boarding successful. Frame ones are fishing. How can I serve? What is your command? Yes, sir. I am the sphere. Shroud strike sphere. What is your command? I am the sphere. Moving. I serve your glory. Drop void anchors. Reserve. How I serve. I serve your glory. What is your command? Reserve. Yes, my liege. Moving. I am the sphere. Resetting coherence. What is your command? Adopting defense protocols. I serve. As you command. There will be no sin. Adopting defense protocols. Inevitable. Reserve. Mission's most power. I serve the glory. How may I serve? Reaching aim velocity. Reserve. On the march. I am the sphere. What is your command? Mission's most power. I serve your glory. Yes, my liege. How may I serve? Reserve. What is your command? Structural damage against the air. This sphere. As you command. How may I serve? Drop void anchors. Reaching aim velocity. I serve your glory. Inevitable. I am this sphere. Reloading. How may I serve? Energy to reconnaissance. Moving. Reserve. Resetting coherence. What is your command? Engaging weaponry. Yes, my liege. How may I serve? Reserve. Inevitable. As you command. I serve your glory. Initializing most power. I am the sphere. How may I serve? Body successful. Free ones are visited. On the march. Internal damage registered. I serve your glory. What is your command? Inevitable. Reserve. Relocating. Counter swarm have reached the enemy vessel. Moving. Internal damage registered. How may I serve? They are doomed. As you command. I serve. Body successful. Free ones are visited. Dark blast. Defense protocols. I am the sphere. Internal damage registered. What is your command? How may I serve? I serve your glory. Counter swarm have reached the enemy vessel. I am the sphere. Reserve. Internal damage registered. I serve your glory. Adopting defense protocol. Body successful. Free ones are visiting. How may I serve? Internal damage registered. Sphere. What is your command? How may I serve? Yes, my liege. I serve your glory. I am the sphere. We are death. Reserve. How may I serve? Most power. On the march. I am the sphere. What is your command? I serve your glory. They are doomed. Moving. Reassembling coherence. Yes, my liege. Relocating. Turn up the plan. Inevitable. Reserve. I am the sphere. There will be no escape. Counter swarm have reached the enemy vessel. How may I serve? Top blast. What is your command? As you command. Boarding successful. Free ones are visiting. Yes, my liege. Energy to reconnaissance. Reserve. Trial track complete. Critical damage aid. How may I serve? I serve the glory. I am the sphere. Trial track successful. Relocating. Reserve. Enemy vessel suffered critical damage. Resetting coherence. Trial track successful. How may I serve? I serve the glory. Inevitable. Adopting defense. protocols. What is your command? Raise serve. I serve your glory. How may I serve? Will of death. I have a distant sphere. How may I serve? Energy from reconnaissance. What is your command? On the march. Raise serve. Engaging weaponry. I serve your glory. Raise serve. Is any coherence? What is your command? I have a distant sphere. Moving. How may I serve? I serve your glory. What is your command? Eternal damage measure. Raise serve. Initialize most power. This sphere. How may I serve? Trial track complete. They are doomed. Enemy vessel break down. I serve your glory. What is your command? Raise serve. Their swarms are breaching enemy vessel. Relocating. Engaging weaponry. What is your command? I have a distant sphere. Wait up. Reconnaissance. What is your command? I have a distant sphere. There will be no escape. Raise serve. On the march. Top blocked. Engaging weaponry. Impossible. Cannot comply. Inevitable. Yes, my liege. I serve your glory. As you command. Reassembling coherence. Only successful. Flame on the mission. What is your command? Adopting necessary protocols. I have a distant sphere. Moving. How may I serve? Inevitable. Raise serve. Relocating. I serve your glory. How may I serve? Reaching gate velocity. What is your command? I have this sphere. Initialize most power. They are doomed. What is your command? Raise serve. How may I serve? Will of death. Yes, my liege. I serve your glory. As you command. Enemy detected. Adopting defensive protocols. How may I serve? There will be no escape. Engaging weaponry. As you command. Inevitable. What is your command? Energy to reconnaissance. Relocating. I am a distant sphere. Moving. Relocating. And multiple science. Yes, my liege. I serve the glory. Drop all anchors. Reaching gate velocity. Raise serve. Initialize most power. Drop all anchors. How may I serve? What is your command? As you command. Ready, sir. Drop void anchors. Enemy star compass C, heavy damage. Your fate hangs on our retrieval of the Trionic Activator.
I think I'm insulted. Of course it's there. Buried away in a relic chamber. Overlooked and unloved.
Deplorably, the Phalanx shields are strong. It will take an age to breach them, even with our strongest weaponry.
I concur. Prepare the invasion cohorts. We will take the fight to the Phalanx's depths. The thickest hide is no defense when the strike falls from within.
It would appear the Phalanx has no escort. They must think us fools to fall for so obvious a ploy. Or perhaps solar eruptions are imminent. Do they fear the effects? Naturally, our vessels will suffer no harm from such events.
It is well this is so. The Phalanx will surely not emerge unscathed from a star's embrace. It is a weakness we can exploit. How may I serve?
You have White Scar's blood on your hands, Necron. You owe the Imperium a debt. I thank you for granting me the opportunity to collect on it.
I take no pleasure in my actions against your Imperium. But you are insects, crawling across a galaxy far beyond your comprehension. If you must be crushed for our betterment, then so be it.
Fine words, but any conqueror would say the same.
Indeed, they would. But my fine words are all the solace I have to offer. The will of Kefrek will not be gainsaid. Ready to serve. What is your command? Adopting defensive protocols. How may I serve? As you command. Ready to serve. Initializing molten power. I am the Dynasty Sphere. Moving. I serve your glory. Ready to serve. Inevitable. How may I serve? command? Ready to serve. Impossible! Cannot comply! I am the dynasty spear. As you command.
Our warriors have breached the Phalanx. Even now they approach the relic chamber.
Your moment.
I've received threats from experts. Yours do not measure up.
How may I serve? Moving. Enemy vessels suffered critical damage. What is your command? I serve your glory. Yes, liege. Ready to serve. Inevitable. I serve your glory. How may I serve? Relocating. I am the dynasty spear. Engaging weaponry. What is your command? I serve your glory. I am the dynasty spear. Ready to serve. On the march. As you command. Strike complete. Critical damage levied. Visualize emotive power. Energy to recoalescence. What is your command? I serve your glory. I am the dynasty spear. Ready to serve. How may I serve? Yes, my liege. There will be no escape. Inevitable. I serve your glory. Flayed ones are feasting. Adopting defensive protocols. I serve your glory. Target locked. Ready to serve. How may I serve? Internal damage register. Reassembling coherence.
Our warriors have the Trionic activator, but there is a complication. The humans have blocked their evacuation route. They seem agitated.
So close and yet so far distant. But I have a suggestion. I have in my possession a tesseract labyrinth containing a tyranid swarm of quite humorous extent. Were I to let it loose within the Phalanx, your warriors could make their escape. And the vessel would surely be inconvenienced. It might even be destroyed.
Do not think me a fool. You are my guest. Do you suppose I would allow you to cast aside my hospitality with our work undone?
I expect you to send me away, aboard the Phalanx, the next time a solar eruption strips the shields. It's the only way to seize your prize. It's that, or have your head beside mine at the foot of Kefret's throne.
Very well. Tsar, begin preparations. Moving. As you command. What is your command? Inevitable. Ready to serve. Drop void anchors. They are doomed. I serve your glory. I am the Dynasty Spear. How may I serve? I serve your glory. What? Ready to serve. There will be no escape. I am the Dynasty Spear. How may I serve? Yes, my liege. Initializing motive power. Relocating. What is your command? On the march. Moving. Your fate hangs on our retrieval of the Trionic Activator.
I think I'm insulted. Of course it's there. Buried away in a relic chamber. Overlooked and unloved.
Deplorably, the Phalanx shields are strong. It will take an age to breach them, even with our strongest weaponry.
I concur. Prepare the invasion cohorts. We will take the fight to the Phalanx's depths. The thickest hide is no defense when the strike falls from within.
It would appear the Phalanx has no escort. They must think us fools to fall for so obvious a ploy. Or perhaps solar eruptions are imminent. Do they fear the effects? Naturally, our vessels will suffer no harm from such events.
It is well this is so. The Phalanx will surely not emerge unscathed from the star's embrace. It is a weakness we can exploit. I serve your glory. All power to Moses.
You have White Scar's blood on your hands, Necron. You owe the Imperium a debt. I thank you for granting me the opportunity to collect on it.
I take no pleasure in my actions against your Imperium. But you are insects, crawling across a galaxy far beyond your comprehension. If you must be crushed for our betterment, then so be it.
Fine words, but any conqueror would say the same.
Indeed, they would. But my fine words are all the solace I have to offer. The will of Kefek will not be gainsaid. Ready to serve. What is your command? Adopting defensive protocol. Yes, my liege. What is your command? Ready to serve. Energy to recoalescence. Adopting defensive protocols. Initializing motor power. How may I serve?
Our warriors have breached the Phalanx. Even now they approach the relic chamber.
Your moment of truth approaches, Trazin.
I've received threats from experts. Yours do not measure up.
vessel suffered critical damage. How may I serve? What is your command? Ready to serve. Motive units fully engaged. Shroud strike successful. I am the Dynasty's spear. Wing of death. What is your command? Enemy vessel suffered critical damage. I serve your glory. Ready to serve. As you command. How may I serve? Reassembling coherence. Relocating. Ready to serve. I serve your glory. Moving. The Dynasty Spear. Inevitable. What is your command? How may I serve? I serve your glory. Engaging weaponry. Ready to serve. Moving. All power to motive units. On the march. Counter-tech swarms have breached the enemy vessel. Yes, my liege. Target locked. I am the Dynasty's spear. Motive units fully engaged. How may I serve? I serve your glory. What is your command? Relocating. How may I serve? On the march. Initializing motive power. Ready to serve. I am the Dynasty Spear. Moving. Boarding successful. Flayed ones are feasting. We are death. I serve your glory. What is your command? Ready to serve. Energy to recoalescence.
Our warriors have the Trionic activator, but there is a complication. The humans have blocked their evacuation route. They seem agitated.
So close and yet so far distant. But I have a suggestion. I have in my possession a tesseract labyrinth containing a targeted swarm of quite humorous extent. Were I to let it loose within the Phalanx, your warriors could make their escape. And the vessel would surely be inconvenienced. It might even be destroyed.
Do you think me a fool? You are my guest. Do you suppose I would allow you to cast aside my hospitality with our work undone?
I expect you to send me away, aboard the Phalanx, the next time a solar eruption strips the shields. It's the only way to seize your prize. It's that, or have your head beside mine at the foot of Kefrek's throne.
Zar, begin preparations. I am the Dynasty Spear. Shroud strike complete. Critical damage levied. How may I serve? I serve your glory. Adopting defensive protocols. What is your command? Enemy vessel suffered critical damage. How may I serve? Ready to serve. I serve your glory. Shroud strike successful. I am the Dynasty Spear. How may I serve? As you command. Ready to serve. Adopting defensive protocols. I serve your glory. What is your command? Drop void anchors. Inevitable. Ready to serve. Reassembling coherence. How may I serve? I serve your glory. I am the Dynasty's spear. What is your command? Impossible! Cannot comply! Yes, my liege. How may I serve? Initializing motive power. Moving. I serve your glory. Ready to serve. Shroud strike complete. Critical damage levied. What is your command? I serve your glory. Enemy vessels suffered critical damage. Relocating.
invalids aboard. Casualties reported throughout the central structure.
Impossible! No! Muster all forces. Repel the borders.
The main armory is already overrun. 3 bulwark fortresses have already fallen. We may have to abandon ship.
This cannot be. The Phalanx has endured for millennia. It cannot fail now, not under my command.
We just lost another bulwark fortress. We have Tyranid sightings in the primary reactor chamber. What are your orders? Captain? Captain!
Ready to serve. Inevitable. How may I serve? I serve. Drop void anchors.
The Trionic Activator is in our hands.
Excellent. Instruct the Canoptech servitors to return our vessel to full function. Traitor! Deceiver! Charlatan! Great One! Trazin has escaped. Return him to me. I will see him dragged through the colonnades behind my Imperial bars for this. Sir, does your foresight yield any clue as to where Trazin can be found?
The skeins part unwillingly, swirled by the machinations of the formless horror. But I have him. An asteroid belt in the Vorat system. The one named Medusa by the humans.